I beg you to please leave your nasty comments until the end of the video. Crash of the Titans was released in 2007, and good God did Crash fans hate this game. Comments like, "This is not a platformer, it's just a hack and slash." And my favourite, "This game ruined my childhood." Firstly, you're right, this is not a platformer. Clever boy, you deserve a medal. It's a beat 'em up like Double Dragon or Turtles in Time. How dare you compare those legendary games to Crash of the Titans, even though they are the same genre, so technically you can compare them. Whatever. And to anybody that thinks this game ruined your childhood, oh, you poor little thing. Would you like some help? Yeah? Would that be good? Yeah? Little Timmy's dad beats him up every night, but I can see that you're more fucking important. I'm not trying to be a cunt about it. I'm just using blunt force trauma to show you how fucking stupid and selfish you look when you make comments like that. Get the fuck over it. Well, with that out of the way, let's get started. Since Twinsanity, the characters have been getting seriously redesigned, complete with bad personalities. This game is no different. The gloves are off, quite literally. Crash is missing his signature gloves and is sporting some new tattoos. This is one of the biggest issues people have with this game, and I can understand. While there's nothing wrong with tattoos, they don't belong on Crash. But aside from that, Crash looks fine. Different, but fine. So get over it. Coco, on the other hand, looks like a mangled mess. Probably from all of the rough she had in tag team racing. Crunch also looks like shit, but he's hardly even worth talking about as he's only in the game for 5 minutes. The story sees Coco building a machine that will allow for the recycling of butter. Not trying to cure cancer or build a machine that destroys every known copy of Crash Boom Bang. No, can't do that. Cortex then proceeds to fly up and steal Coco and... who's that? Aku Aku? Again, different, but fine. Crash throws the butter recycler and knocks Aku Aku's cage free. Starting off, we find that Crash can punch. Because it's a beat 'em up! The game looks fine and the levels are vast. Instead of collecting Wampa Fruit, Crash is collecting a new item known as Mojo. This is what Cortex is after to create mutants. While I'm not a fan of Mojo, the game needed an item like this, so it's okay. By collecting Mojo, Crash can be upgraded and can unlock more abilities such as spinning. Unlocking spinning in a Crash Bandicoot game. That's like unlocking jumping in Super Mario Brothers. Spinning also leaves Crash feeling dizzy. This doesn't happen when you upgrade to unlimited spin time, but then the spin is too overpowered. Aside from the punching, Crash has a lot of new moves: rope swinging, running along walls, using Aku Aku as a shield and a skateboard, and being able to spin in the air to make jumping great distances easier. Crash finds Aku Aku and they proceed to fight the first Titan, the Spike. After a few left and rights, Crash uses Aku Aku to take control of the Titan. Now on paper, this sounds fun, but in practice, it's rather stock. Jumping on generic Titans and killing wave after wave of generic enemies. Yes, some of the enemies in previous games were generic, but I didn't have to stop in my tracks to fight multiple waves of them before the game would let me continue because some giant red wall is in the way. The problem for me is that it doesn't feel like a Crash game. It feels like they made a beat 'em up with Titans and then decided to put Crash in the game to make it sell. And that is sad. Also, Titans can't jump, so whenever there's a platforming section, you have to destroy your Titan after only having the fucking thing for 30 seconds. This didn't need to be a Crash game. At the end of the level, you receive a set of statistics. In each level, you have 3 side objectives: killing a certain number of enemies, getting a certain hit combo, and smashing 3 of Cortex's spy bots. Seriously, why did it have to be a toilet?
Come and explore your ginormous fucking Uranus.
If you complete all of these objectives, you will get a gold voodoo doll. Not only that, but each level contains a voodoo doll that unlocks concept art and a mojo minigame. These are bonus stages where you have an objective to complete in a limited amount of time for a blue voodoo doll. What is with all the voodoo dolls? Where did that idea come from? As you get into the game a bit further, we find Cortex and a strange new mask chilling out stealing mojo from an ancient temple.
Uka Uka taught me a new process called mojo mutations.
Wait. Is that Uka Uka?
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Aku Aku looks and sounds different, but he's still similar to his previous form. This is taking a character like Carl Johnson and making him white. It's not even the same character. What happened to the evil mask that wanted to destroy everything in his path? Instead, we get this.
I get the last laugh. I'm laughing now too, just in case.
After a boss fight, we see a cutscene where Nina calls mutiny and takes over Cortex's evil plan of building a giant robot to destroy Wampa Island. I like Nina being the main villain. It works. A few levels pass and we play with more titans: snipes, rhino rollers, shellephants, and magmadons. Each titan has a strike, a heavy strike, and a special move. They differ between each titan, and there is a good variety from breathing fire to shooting and rolling around killing everything. But some titans are useless, like the Stench, while a lot of them are far too overpowered, like the Scorporilla, or just flat out irritating, like the Sludge. While they are fun to play as, they make the game frustrating when trying to fight them barehanded. All of a sudden, we come face to face with Tiny Tiger.
Crash, I really am cross with you. I'm just trying to do my job, and you go and cause all this chaos. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to eat your face.
We can't have a bad Mr. T clone without a fucking terrible Mike Tyson clone. Can we?
I'm still mad about the last game. You didn't even invite me. That really hurt.
Now tell me that is not fucking annoying. The music in this game is good. Unfortunately, I can't play it due to copyright reasons, but there is a link in the description with a playlist of the soundtrack, so be sure to check it out. After more repetitive bullshit, we come across Engine, and thank God he isn't in a fucking dress. He's still fucking annoying though.
It's time to drop the Doom Hammer on you. The Doom Hammer of Doom upon you. And let's just dance, baby!
I honestly think that the biggest issue this game has is the characters. They are all just so fucking annoying, and the game is trying far too hard to be funny.
Twinsanity didn't try and go overboard with the humour. There was still plenty of it, but they never went too far. This game is like that fuckhead in school who thought he was God's gift, and everyone laughed at his jokes even though they weren't funny. Titans is that guy.
At this point in the game, you start to unlock outfits. Outfits are unlocked by defeating a certain number of enemies or titans. When wearing a particular outfit, Crash can KO that titan with one hit. This makes killing titans like Sludges and Scorporillas much easier. Almost too easy. I know I complained about the difficulty, but that is also a major issue. The game is either too frustratingly hard or too fucking easy. You fight Uka Uka in a bullshit boss fight, run and gun for a bit longer until we finally reach Nina and the Doominator. Did you know? There are a lot of references in this game, such as a reference to the Planet of the Apes and MySpace.
Oh yes, that would be the best video. Put it on MySpace. All for Nina!
The beginning of the final level is reference to the classic Donkey Kong. Crash is running and jumping up beams and finishing with a gorilla on top. Idiot! That is a Scorporilla! Get it? Get the joke? We finally confront Nina inside the Doominator and kill her special mutant.
You did it, Crash! Thanks, big brother!
Oh, gross. Get a room.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
How long have you had that in your pants?
The Doominator crashes right in front of Crunch, who is still frozen, and Cortex and Nina escape in a UFO or something.
I'm still going to spank you stupid for this.
Oh.
Wow. Cortex is a sexual deviant. First he fucks his sister, and then wants to spank his daughter/niece with that fucking rape face on. Jesus Christ.
Crunch breaks free, and Coco proposes that they go looting. What?
Hi, everybody. What the happened out here? Give me a hug.
This is followed by Coco teaching kids that even if there's a giant disaster that destroys the environment and kills many people, as long as your stuff is okay, then there's nothing to worry about. Did you know, at the end of the game, Crash speaks for the first time.
Now let's go home and eat pancakes! Pancakes!
No, that is wrong. That is wrong, you lying bastards!
Uh-oh.
The game is not good, in my opinion. While the level design and music are great, the combat is tedious, the difficulty is all over the place, and the characters are far past fucking fucked.
But wait, there is something I forgot to mention. Could this be the thing that saves this game? For the first time since Crash Bash, I present to you co-op mode. Yes!
Titans allows 2 people to co-op through the entire game. To make platforming sections easier, one player can hop into another player's backpack. There are 2 types of co-op in the game. Leapfrog mode means that if one player is in the other player's backpack, the 2 will switch control whenever someone jumps. That is fucking stupid. In piggyback mode, this doesn't happen. Thank God. Playing this game with a buddy makes it so much more fun. All good beat 'em ups are made better with co-op. Unfortunately, co-op makes the hard parts of the game much easier, and the easy parts, worthless. The game is far too easy in co-op mode.
But even with all of these issues, this game didn't ruin my childhood. It just disappointed me.
Crash of the Titans gets 6 out of 10. The game isn't bad, it just isn't good. It can be fun for a bit of silly beat 'em up action with a friend, but other than that, this game doesn't stand tall. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe and share. Don't forget to come back next time for the final Crash Bandicoot review, Crash Mind Over Mutant. Thanks for watching.
Oh.